Hello and welcome to Minerals, Rocks, and Fossil Talks. I'm your geology teacher, Jen, and today is Throwback Thursday. This is Isabel Cookson. She was born in 1893 on Christmas Day in Victoria, Australia. She spent most of her time in Australia, but went to Manchester, England in the late 20s. Isabel's first professional position was a research student at the National Museum of Victoria, which is now Museums Victoria, under paleontologist Frederick Chapman. Up until this point, all her botany studies had been on modern-day plants. But it was at the museum that she first became acquainted with fossil plants. Isabel catalogued the Sweet collection of fossil plants from Ley Creek, South Australia, and investigated the museum's collection of Paleozoic plant fossils. She described 2 specimens, but they belong to a genus so far only found in the northern hemisphere. Wild. To be able to identify any of the other specimens in the museum's collection, Isabel needed to consult paleobotanists in England and made the long sea voyage in 1925, the first of many working trips to the UK. There she would meet William Lang, who would become a mentor and a collaborator. He urged her to return to Australia and bring back more plant material, even securing her a job at the university. Among these fossils was the 400-million-year-old Baragwanath. Oh my goodness, let me try that again. Baragwanathia. I hope that's how you say that. The oldest known vascular plant at the time. So that's this plant here. For 8 years, they collaborated on scientific publications. One trip to Purton Quarry would rock the paleontological world with the discovery of 3 small plant specimens. Lang would go on to name these plants in Isabel's honor, Cooksonia, because of her important work on plants. One of her biggest discoveries happened in the 1940s when she discovered fossil pollen and essentially created a whole new branch of paleontology known as palynology. She recognized that pollen and spores could be reliably used to define different geological periods and areas for oil exploration. Thanks for coming to today's lesson, and make sure you tune in tomorrow to learn more about the plant named after Isabel. Fossilize you later.